morning. It has been just a wonderful 2 nights up here. John and I are going to head into town in a couple of hours. Going to spend a couple of days in town just getting organized and getting all stocked up. I want to go buy some of the caulking supplies that I need. I can probably get all that at Moore's. And so right now I'm just going to putter up. No, not putter up. I'm going to putter around and button up this place and make sure it's all clean. Cleaning the frying pan that smells like hot dogs. Don't want to leave any foodie smelling things. There doesn't seem to be much bear activity around right now. Just some Brutus tracks once in a while. John and I are going to set up the trail cams on the way out today. So that'll be cool. When I come back in a couple of days, I'll snag those cards and see if we got anything. There are lots of moose around, so hopefully we'll see some really cool moose shots, if nothing else. Anyway, it's another beautiful, peaceful, lovely morning. And, well, I can't wait to get stocked up and get back up here. It's lovely. It's very enjoyable. And even if it gets rainy and cold, John's got a propane heater that I can use, which is actually better than a wood stove right now because I don't want to cut wood. I don't want to make John cut wood after his accident last winter. And I'm going to get him to tell you all about that because that was pretty intense. So anyway, everything's good. Life is good. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm going to clean up, button up, hit the trail in a little while. Yay. Alright, we made it back to town, no problem. Got the trail cam set up on the way out, so that's cool. And I even learned how to kickstart this thing by myself. I'm feeling pretty badass, you know. I actually had a lot of anxiety about coming up here without Jack. You know, you kind of depend on your big strong man partner to do stuff, and you know, there's a saying in Alaska about Alaska that I love, and it's this: Alaska, where the men are men and the women are too. And that's how I feel today. I feel like I'm unstoppable. And plus it was just lovely. I mean, another just gorgeous day. And the trail was very, very dusty, but I'll take that over the mud wallows. There are some fires happening up north further, so hopefully we will get some rain. It was supposed to be cloudy today, but it is obviously not, so. Oops. All right, good morning. Jack is on the phone. He is helping me figure out where the battery is in Monster, because he confessed last night that he remembered that he disconnected the battery before we left last year. So he's going to help me.
After your first episode, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he watched the first episode and then messaged me and said, oh, it wouldn't start because I disconnected the battery. And neither John or I thought to check that. Okay, so here it is.
I was shouting at my screen when I was watching the episode. Check the battery!
Yeah, it didn't even occur to me, or John, that it might be disconnected. So as you can see here, he disconnected the negative. So I'm going to put it back.
I disconnected the negative because with automotive batteries and ATV batteries, you connect the negative first and last. So when you're disconnecting a battery, disconnect the negative and then the positive. And then when you're connecting it, connect the positive, then the negative. So
thank you.
Anyway.
Okay.
You can always cut that out on the editing floor.
No, everybody misses you. Somebody commented on episode 1, oh, we're so glad you're back, but we sure miss your husband.
Oh.
I never correct anybody when they call you my husband. Because for all intents and purposes, you are my husband. Okay.
perfect to me and for me. My love, love, love.
All right, enough of this mushy stuff. Let's do some automotive crap. Okay. Well, let me see if I can put you where you can still talk to me while I do this. There we go. This is pretty goofy. Yeah, say hello to your fans.
Hello, dear fans. Oh, I so wish I was up there.
Well, you know, the weather's about to turn. It's gonna start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna start raining Thursday evening, and then just be showers and stuff every day as far as the eye can see. Okay, so I screwed it on. I will go find a Phillips.
Well, you might have to stay at least till your birthday because I have a surprise coming.
Okay, well, I'm definitely staying at least till my birthday. I'm gonna stick it out, and it's quite comfortable up there. You know, now that I got the cabin kind of set up, it's just it's really nice, and it feels like home. You know, and hopefully now we got the trail cams set up, so hopefully I'll be getting some amazing footage. So.
So there are all that you see a lot of shrews now that Pookie the shrew slayer is not up.
No, I haven't seen any, and I've been surprised. Oh, there's the continued call again. No shrews yet. Her smell is probably still everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so just having her up there last year was probably good.
Yeah, she did a thorough job at spreading her smell.
Yeah, she sure did. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to find a screwdriver and tighten this up, and then start it and see what happens.
Okay.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Alrighty, I found a Phillips head screwdriver. Gonna tighten this connection as much as I can, and that seems to be it. Make sure the positive is tight. Yep, everything's tight. Everything's good. Alright. Maybe the key will work now. That would be nice. I suspect the battery is probably dead anyway because of the cold. It was an extremely cold winter. So we'll probably still have to kickstart it. But the difference will be that the battery will charge when I'm driving it up to the lake today. So that will be nice, and then we should be able to use the key. Let's see. Getting these seats back on is always a bit of a trick. Okay. Now, let's turn the key and see what happens. Nothing. We get a light, but nothing. Okay. Let's kickstart it. Let it run, and then see what happens.
1, 2, cha cha cha.
Come on, start. Got it. I'm gonna drive it around a little bit. Pull it over to the studio. All right, I'm heading up to the lake in a little bit with John, and Sarah is setting up her bookstore today. Northern Nights Book Company is a thing. Wow, so cool. Look at this. It's a real bookstore, and Talkeetna doesn't have a real bookstore, so this is really cool, and I bet people are gonna be really into it. Look at this. Wow. So it's kind of a theme bookstore of Alaska books and books about wild things, and is that correct?
Yeah, the theme I'm sticking with is wild.
Wild.
Wild. Cool. Reading wild.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly Alaskan authors, but I've got a scattering of non-Alaskan people who wrote cool things.
Nice. Oh, and that window came very clean. That's great. It's going to be my first thing that I do up there is clean those windows. If I get back up there. Sweet. Okay, I'm going to put down the camera now and actually help her, because that would be nice.
Kind of like a Frankenstein of some of Billy's stuff. Billy did the original fox, but I touched him up a little bit because he looked too much like a dog. And so I did that on the computer. And this is Billy's tree, but he did both those things off of my original drawing.
And then how did you get it onto the board?
It's on my computer, and I just sent them a JPEG file.
Oh, and they made the sign for you.
Yeah, it was really ridiculously cheap too.
How much did it cost?
I can't remember, but it's surprising.
And who does this?
It's a place on Etsy.
Oh, really?
Footsteps in the Past or something like that is what they call themselves.
Wow, that's a very cool service.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's like all on my computer. But it's a Frankenstein of like 3 different logos I was working on.
Nice.
And I took pieces of each.
Talkeetna's first real bookstore. So this is a common occurrence that you're up here waiting to cross the trestle, and there's people on the trestle doing a little walk, and they just take their time. There's actually 4 ATVs waiting to cross now, and these people are just wandering across. It was funny because Jack turned into a local at moments like this. He'd be like, "Come on!" which is so unlike him. It always made me laugh. So honey, these guys are being jerks. Jeez, they deserve a little shaming. So John is driving the ATV that he and Steve limped over to the mechanic the other day. So this is its first journey. So he's got to go really slow for a while that's happening, while it's like breaking in, which is kind of cool because I can actually do some filming and, you know, drive one-handed because I'm keeping up with the slow guy instead of trying to keep up with him going normal speed. And we did get a little rain the other night, but it's dusty all over again. It wasn't enough to make much of a difference with the dust. It's a little better than it was. Anyway, I can just, like I said, we're going really slow and I can film a little bit. And it's a beautiful day again. Go figure. So it's nice to take it slow. Lovely. love this part of the trail. Ferns and the flowers, and just got a really beautiful feel to it. This is really fun, you know. Life up here is hard, but this mode of getting around when it's a beautiful day and the trail is good, it's friggin' fun. Woo. Another nice day. How blessed am I? Okay, I gotta undo my macrame job here. That always takes some time. We stopped and swapped out 3 trail cams. There's a 4th one somewhere too. I gotta ask John if we put that up. My brain is a sieve. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my food in the house and then check those cards and see if we got anybody. It's exciting. But before I do all that, I want the pleasure of walking in my front door and seeing my nicely appointed little dwelling. Ah, my home. My little home. Isn't that nice? That feels good. I like that. Woohoo! Alrighty, feels good to be back. I am much better equipped now. I have some food, plenty of toilet paper, paper towels. First thing I'm going to do once I get settled is start working on these windows, because it's going to be so nice to have those clean, or as clean as they'll get. It's really old glass, you know, so I'm not sure how clear it'll get. Anyway, I'm going to unpack everything, and it seems that the mosquitoes have kicked up a notch now. So I'm really glad I got that bed net up. I just lit a pick to drive them away while I get settled here. I have bread. Let's see, where do I want to put the bread? Right here. I assume I'm going to stay probably 2 or 3 nights this time. Soon my power pack that I had to ship up here will be here, and that'll make it easier to stay up here for longer, because my laptop battery is really old and it only holds charge for a couple hours, so I can't get much done, and I don't want to start the generator every single time I need to charge up. I mean, I can take it down to John's because he's always got his running, so I will do that if I have to. But everything's just going to be so much more convenient when I have my little power pack. And the swans are out there swimming around. Got potatoes, plenty of potatoes. Yeah, I got to figure out where I'm going to actually put stuff. But even got some nanners. I'll hang the nanners here. I made a run to Cubby's yesterday because I didn't have a vehicle to go all the way into Wasilla. So I just bought a few really essential things because Cubby's is so expensive. I mean, everything and everywhere is expensive up here. But, you know, if you can go down to Wasilla and go to Fred Meyer's, for instance, way cheaper. You're going to save a lot of money. So, that's what I will do next time I'm in town, hopefully. My dirty little secret, I do like top ramen, and it's just super convenient up here. It cooks quickly, doesn't use much propane, and I like top ramen with a can of tuna in it. And like I said, I'm not bringing fresh meat up here, so I'm going to be doing a lot of tuna and crappy ham and stuff like that. All right, well, this is boring. I'm going to let you go. Last week when I got here, I had to hit the ground running to make a comfortable space. Today when I got here, I had a sandwich and a nap. I hit the ground napping. But now I've got a second wind. I actually made myself a really strong cup of coffee so I could just kind of perk up and get something done. I'm going to start cleaning these windows and see what happens. This one should be pretty easy to clean and hopefully it'll come out pretty good. The other one has got 2 panes and, well, the one on the inside is not framed in or anything and I could probably move it, but I'm going to jump off that bridge when I get to it. I'm going to do this one first. Let's see. Let's see what we're up against. I have paper towels. I have window cleaner. I hope this is effective. It's kind of a natural one. Sometimes the natural products don't work as well, but try to keep everything I bring up here some kind of organic. Oh, it looks like it's working. It's like I could see the dirt melting. Ooh, I'm excited. Oh yeah, this one's gonna come out pretty good, I think. It'll take some doing. I think it's gonna come pretty clean. I'll be back to show you the results. Wowsy dowsy is what my mother would have said. If she saw that window right now, she'd say, wowsy dowsy. That looks pretty dang good. I am very pleased. Okay, now I have to tackle that other one, and that's going to be a horse of a different color. A window of a different opacity. I'll go one pane at a time and see what I need to do. Boy, I'm gonna have to get this pane out very carefully. Well, I cleaned the inside of that first pane and it did nothing. So I've got to try and get that inside pane. It's just leaning in there. The thing that's a little disconcerting about it is that it's all raw glass, you know, and if I'm not careful, I could slice my hand off. So I need to, you know, get something that can hook it. So I'm going to try this and gently take it out. See if this will go through. Okay. There are a couple of nails holding it in, so I have to get rid of those. Alright. Now if I can just gently pull this down and lay it on the table. Let's see. Okay. Now what? Well, we have to get rid of these nails too. At least this one. So it's really in there, but it's loose. It's coming out slowly but surely. Oh boy. Not sure what I'm getting myself into here. Okay. Now. Okay. Gotta think about what's gonna be the best way to do this. I'm going to turn the camera off and think for a minute and just do this without you guys watching me. I did it. I worked up a sweat because it was nerve-wracking. But I was able to just lift it down very gently. Whew. I didn't want you guys to be traumatized if I, cut all my fingers off or anything. So, good. We've got that second pane off. I can get at that one and clean that up. And I can just leave that second pane off for now because that doesn't need to be there. And I don't need to mess with it again. All right. Whew. Back in action. Here we go. That's pretty good. This one's actually easier to clean than the other one because the other one had decades-old cooking splatter on it on the inside. So that's what made that one hard. And this one, now that I got that other paint out of the way, is going to be a snap. Just got to do the outside, and I think it's going to be looking pretty darn good. Woohoo! And then, of course, I got to do that back window. I wonder how bad that one is. These windows are so old. Oh, this one's going to come out pretty good too, I think, though. All right. We go outside and, oh man, that makes such a difference. Holy moly. Okay, get that outside now. Wowsy dowsy all over again. Look at that. Oh man, I got to tell you that having these windows clean like this, it just makes it a whole new world here. It's so beautiful. Wow. I mean, I knew it was going to make a big difference, but holy moly. That is really impressive. Oh, I love it. That little tree out there, that little birch, I keep thinking, well, maybe I should take it, the one closest to the house. Take it out, but you know what? I'm going to put a bird feeder on that, and that's what I've been thinking. Little bird feeder, I'll work on that, because that'll be just lovely. Woohoo! I love this. Okay, got to do that one by the bed, take care of that one, and my work for today will be done. Yeehaw. First dinner sitting at the table, looking out this beautiful, clean window. These camping chairs are too low for this table. I've got 2 pillows under here, and it's still low. So it's a little awkward in that regard. But very beautiful otherwise.